so what's the date today?
30th.
Yeah, it's October 30th. I drove all the way up from school because the weather, I mean, you can see it's snowing and the weather's dropping like crazy, and the rut's really picking up, so I'm with my dad tonight. It's pretty late in the afternoon, it's probably 3:30ish, so we came to a spot. There's only 3 spots that I've been hunting this food plot. There's only 3 spots in it, and this is the 3rd one I haven't hunted yet so far, but it's my dad's favorite set because you can sneak in and out pretty easily without blowing these deer out. So on the way up in here, we had 3 does out in the food plot, but my dad has hunted this week, and they've been out here, and he pushes them out when he comes in, and then they come right back. They kind of just hang out in this food plot, so that was pretty cool sneaking up on them already, but we hear some stuff walking back behind us already, and so I'm excited with this rut picking up and the temperatures dropping to see what we see tonight. Yeah, it's gotta be a deer behind us, right?
One that we sometimes call 3-point.
Yeah, the one that Cody said he wants to shoot. Can't find him. There he is. It's on it. There it goes. He's looking our way. Hey guys, so back on our property in New York here. It's Halloween actually, so it's October 31st. It's about a little after 7 in the morning. It just started getting where I can shoot my distances. So I came in here I was set up about an hour and a half, probably about an hour and a half ago. I normally don't come in that early, but I wanted to in this set because my video from last week, I was telling you guys how I'd see in the morning on the backside of that property. Well, my camera wound up dying. And unfortunately, I never grabbed my charger from school, so I was cameraless that morning. And what wound up happening is I had picture of that Buddha buck. I was on the ground, took my climber in there. I wanted to find a tree, but they're all pine trees, so I couldn't really find one with that a million branches coming out of it. So I got up around 10 o'clock. The wind was kind of just a small swirl, but I had no confidence in being on the ground with that happening, so I wanted to get off the ground, and so I stood up and started walking around this area out here. There's a marsh or street 50 yards in front of me behind these trees. It's giant marsh. It's probably, I don't know, probably acre and a half worth of just open marsh. When I was looking around, I found my way back to the power line here. And I thought to myself, you know what, I found a tree. Maybe I'll grab my hang on. And I put my hang on up in here. And when I was just looking at a tree thinking about putting my hang on in, these deer pop up and they start heading straight up from where I was sitting on the backside of this marsh. So I was like, what are the chances? I kind of laughed to myself, so I got down on a knee, kind of camouflaged myself in with all of this goldenrod on this power line and this red brush. And the deer came up. It was 2 does, and I actually saw them earlier in the morning. And next thing you know, they're looking back. So I thought right away, it's got to be a buck, you know. So I waited a little longer, nothing. So I snort wheezed, making it sound like a buck found those does. Next thing you know, I look down and I see these antlers coming up over the bottom half of this power line. So I get set in case it is that big Buddha buck, because it's within a couple hundred yards where we got a picture of him the morning before. And it turned out it was a little buck. But he kept looking back too, and I heard some rustling down in the woods and stuff, so they're about 45 yards. I wanted to cut the distance, so I'm about 30-yard shot. And there's a big brush pile I could have hid behind. So I cut the distance, and as I go to get down on a knee, the wind's perfect in my face and everything, but get down on my knee, I look off to the left, standing right in the middle of that marsh was the Buddha buck. Here he was on them. He was on their trail. But when I snort wheezed, I'm thinking he got off the trail and just beelined it right to where I was. So I was pretty bummed about that, but he never actually saw me fully. I think he saw some rustling of the red brush, and he did like a little trot and then looked back, walked off a little longer, looked back. So I don't think I spooked him too bad, but it was fun. But I just wish it was different circumstance. I normally don't like to be real aggressive on calling, but I can hear stuff walking back behind me, and it's real thick saplings behind me, and then gets up on a knoll, and on that knoll I know I've been in there before, and there's a lot of beds in there because those deer can be right there. The wind, it always swirls down in this bottom around this marsh, and they feel comfortable to be up there, so these deer are going to start making their way out of the food plots at this time. So I'm going to see if I can really, get one going here this early in the morning. it's the afternoon on Halloween. This morning I finished up not seeing anything. Like I was talking about, there's some movement around back behind me on that knoll of the hill, but nothing showed itself. The wind was really swirly like usual, so. But we're back in the food plot from where I got my doe kill. I'm with my brother. He doesn't have much time to hunt this year, so he's gonna shoot whatever gets his heart going. We got pretty good gusts, but so far it's pretty consistent. Getting that southeast wind that we usually get. But yeah, so we're pumped to see what we see tonight, and we'll go from there. Yeah, there's something coming out. I can hear. I'm gonna say he definitely winded us.
The wind swirled there.
And because when I hunted here last time, me and Meg walked in on that trail, and even though he didn't go out that trail, the doe smelled our feet, and that's why she was stomping just like he did.
He's still just hanging around.
I know. That was cool though. I would've been more bummed out if it was a doe, actually. But alright, so we just did a rattle in sequence. I didn't get it on camera, but just shortly, within 30 seconds after doing it, we definitely had a grunt back to us. Probably within 75 yards, right on the other side of the tree that I hunted in last time out of this food plot last week. So we grunted back to him, and now we're just gonna sit here and wait, see what happens. Hopefully he pops his head out. If not, we're gonna do some snort wheezes. I didn't do it real loud in case he's like right there, you know.
Wish we had a decoy. He could have came right to that corner and looked out. We'd never see him. Get that GoPro on. If you can. Don't move, don't move, don't move, dude. It's not him, but he's big enough. Don't forget to range him for me. He took it. Just trying to figure out where the buck is. Do you want to take him? Yeah. Okay, you see the bush? Yeah. The bush is 32. So 30. So he's 35. Stop him. Oh, no. I pulled it bad. We're not getting him. He started walking and I pulled it.
Oh, he might have got liver.
No, I didn't. That was right at his hind quarter.
Oh, we'll watch the tape.
What's happening, guys? So as I'm sure you're all wondering, is what the heck happened. Pretty much he kind of whiffed on the shot. I mean, it happens. Not much you can do about it, but we decided we wanted to give it at least 12 hours. We were looking up different shot placements. Could be a kidney, and there's also an artery that wraps around the liver back there. Could be got that artery. That blood, the blood on the arrow was actually bright red, and it didn't smell like guts. Surprisingly, it's weird. So they headed up there. I hunted this morning, snuck up on a couple different bucks, but they headed up there a little bit ago. So I'm gonna get up there and help them track it. So I'll see you guys up there. Alright, so the deer he shot was we were sitting up right up there in that stand there, and the deer he shot was standing like right here, and that on the video you can see it took off and it headed straight up to the left of that tree up there. So they're out there now. I just saw them, but on the video the blood really didn't start trickling out of them until he got right up almost to the edge of starting to the brush up there, that goldenrod. So I'm gonna get up here and see what they're on, if they're on blood or if they're just grid searching. So find any blood? Did you?
Back there, but it got wet last night. Can't really see it in the grass. We pulled up with turkey buzzards flying around here.
Oh really?
And a bunch of crows in that tree.
Oh, it's good. How long have you been looking? Where'd you lose blood at?
I don't know, Dad dad was standing by it, but he walked away.
Alright, well, let's go back to that. Was it right where we saw it on the video? Where he started bleeding?
Yeah, we found pieces of like fat and blood there.
Oh, you did? Man, this is hard to see. Oh, they found him. Coyotes got him? Ah.
Did they get all of it?
What'd he say?
You just saw a coyote now?
He was us out here. Coyote was right here.
You just saw a coyote.
Just saw it. Just now. Just
What? Oh wow, yeah. Yeah, I'd say they got him.
Fuck. Sucks the coyotes got him.
Well, you got him.
Sucks though.
That's weird. So he must have.
Circle back around.